These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This fight has a real good flow to it. Only catching air with that hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't land the jab there. The jab doesn't quite connect. Do you believe what we're seeing? The left hook can't miss. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we know that. And there's the bell for round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
They both want the knockout. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
Can't find a home with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. After what we saw. And there's the bell for round three. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Insane action. That counter punch caught him clean. It's obvious obvious which one of these fighters has to get on the inside.
You've got to make your opponent fight your kind of fight. They've got to get into your kind of argument, your kind of dance.
They're both trying for a knockout. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Just missing with the uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
At some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. And down goes Juan Manuel Marquez. The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
Couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Well done with that counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch out. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Talk about Marquez. And time for the 5th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Just missing with the uppercut. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about... Hold that thought! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Of been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
We may see a stoppage here. Now they're right back into the fray.
Defense is everything.
Oh my God, Johnny! And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. On to the 6th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson. Round 7, here we go. But Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? They somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. Do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
That's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? At some point, the corner has to say you're done. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Robinson hit hard. Sugar Ray is down. Let's talk about Robbins. There's the bell to start round 8. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They ring the bell, and here we go. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Couldn't take any more. Down goes Marquez. The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
The stamina is off the charts. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Hold that thought! All hands on deck. The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn